If your mornings feel like you are herding cats that are juggling flaming torches, let me tell you, I've been there. Welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are entering our 9th year of homeschooling, and today I want to share with you how you can calm the chaos that is the start of your homeschool day. So let's go. Before we go any further, guys, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. So normally I would share this video with you about easing into our homeschool day, about how we start our homeschool days. And I would do it as a first-person vlog with timestamps. However, I will still do that, but I feel like as we're heading into this new season of planning and starting, I need to just really give you my feelings on why this is a good thing, how you can take some of this forward and just do more of like an informational style instead of like a show you. But I will have a show you coming up. I just felt like this could be valuable. If you do not know, if you are new here, I am a mom to 2 girls. Like I said, we are entering our 9th year of homeschooling. I have an upcoming 8th grader and an upcoming 4th grader, so 13 and 9. I am self-employed. I have this platform and all the other socials that go with it, as well as I have an online store and make and manufacture and sell a product. Before that, I was in the workforce as a cosmetologist, so hairstylist, and I have been self-employed for 19 years in some capacity or another. I have been self-employed, maybe 15 years. I've been fully self-employed 15 years. 15 years is the answer, which is crazy, which means I am responsible for all of the things that go into running and operating a business. I am securing software, I'm paying taxes, I am accounting, I am supply getting, I am doing all of those things. And I feel like that background has served me well as far as becoming a homeschool parent. So I'm good at scheduling and planning and sourcing and getting all of those things kind of off the ground. So here is something that is important to note about my parenting style. My parenting style, many people would tell you that I am strict. I do not think I am strict. I think I just clearly communicate my expectations, and then I expect people to meet those expectations. So I don't feel like that's strict. I just, I don't know how to describe it. There's no way that makes me sound nice, but essentially we make our point for why things should be the way that they should be. And then from there, we expect them to be the way that they should be. I don't know how else to say that. But setting ourselves up very early in our parenting journey with a certain level of structure and firmness, I feel like has served us very well in our homeschool. So last year, at the start of last homeschool year, I think is when we really started thriving in our homeschool mornings. I have never had like big feelings about keeping a timed schedule. However, there are certain things that I do have expectations for in our day. My kids have a lot of freedom. However, 9 a.m. we have certain parameters, certain rules that serve us very well when it comes to starting our homeschool day. And if you can start your homeschool day, it's going to flow better. The hardest part of all of these things is getting started. So this is what we have found works for us. So my children know that we start school at 9 a.m. It is not up for debate. It is hard and fast 9 a.m. We use this as our parameter. If we're rolling it at 8:55, that's great. If we are wrapping up one more thing and we're to the table by 9:10, great. The way that we start our homeschool day at 9 a.m. is that we have worked for it starting the night before. So the night before, my kids will go ahead and set their alarm. Every night, now that we've gotten into this routine, they actually do a really good job of asking first alarm or second alarm. They both have an alarm. and the alarms have a 7 a.m. and a 7:30 alarm set. Depending on what our morning looks like, depends on which alarm they need to do. They will favor sleep over certain other things, unless sometimes they have a favorite show they're watching for breakfast and they want to be able to spend a little bit more time doing that, so they'll voluntarily get up early. But more often than not, 7:30 alarm it is, especially because as my oldest gets more involved in her extracurriculars, late nights are becoming the norm for us. So usually 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. alarm. For me, what I am doing is I am up before my children. This serves me well because I like to feel like my cup is full, like I have checked boxes that make me feel like I can focus on our homeschool day. If I can get up, get myself sitting quietly for a minute with a wonderful cup of coffee, get myself some amount of day ready, whether it's full hair and makeup or it's at least just like dressed to shoes, have my bed made, get started on a work project. If I can check some of those self-care, home, and work boxes before I am expected to check a homeschool box, my day starts off swimmingly. I can make it through so much more. If I am up getting myself going, then it serves me, my personality, my sense of accomplishment. I don't feel as overwhelmed. It really sets me up for success if I can get up and get moving before the kids. So my alarm usually goes off at 5:40. And then again at 5:45 because I'm a snoozer. And then I start getting my hiney moving in some capacity. So up, cup of coffee, thinking about my day. I like to lay out my day and get started early before the kids are up. Once the kids' alarm goes off at 7:30, I know I'm on the clock. That means I don't have much longer to finish up the things that I want to do so that I am ready for 9 a.m. call time, because that is the goal. So I will do as much as I possibly can before 9 a.m., but so do my kids. So they will get up. They will usually make their own breakfast. Yes, they make their own breakfast. What is it? Cereal, English muffins with bacon, make their own eggs, make their own pancakes. They're making whatever it is they want to have for breakfast. And they will usually sit down and watch some episode of a show. Sophia the First, High School Musical, the series, which is the funniest name ever, and I can never stop saying it. Some sort of Disney Channel something that they're working through or they want to watch together, and they'll watch like one episode of that while they eat their breakfast. This is what they love to do. And then they will shut it off. They will do some amount of chore. So whether that used to be taking care of our guinea pig or currently taking care of one of the many fosters we have been fortunate enough to bring into our home, then getting themselves ready, brushing hair, brushing teeth, getting dressed for the day. Sometimes they will even tackle another morning chore so that they have it done if they've got the time. And then they are usually, and it's so wonderful because we've laid out this firm structure, they're waiting on me to start with them at 9 a.m. or they are even going one step further and doing one thing better and actually starting themselves before or at 9 a.m. and not waiting on me to come down. They will usually, let me know that they're ready, and that's it. I'll wrap up what I'm doing, and we're starting our day together at 9 a.m. This works because it is structured. This works because we are uncompromising in our understanding that this is how it should be. This works because our communication has been clear. The expectations are there. Everyone knows what to expect. Everybody knows what to do. We all have our own alarm set, keeping us on track. And as a family, we are serving the common goal of starting our school day at 9 a.m. If we can do that, that means that we are done by lunch. That means they have free time later in the day. I personally do not mind letting my kids watch an episode of something in the morning because that's how they like to wake up. As we go forward into the new homeschool year, it will very likely be one of our crash course episodes or watching the videos for their science lessons or the High Gatsby art project or CNN 10. So it will be serving an educational purpose while they are getting started with their day. But like I said, this expectation, being very clear in what our expectations are and tweaking the execution of it has allowed us to find great success in starting our homeschool days on a calm note. Everyone knows what to expect. There's no fussing and fighting because we've laid the groundwork and been consistent. Oftentimes people would be like, Shanna, how can you get your kids to do this? I can't get my kids to do anything. We have, again, from a very early age, been very clear at our expectations, helps them through the execution of doing the things that we need them to do, and also have the expectation that they will do it. There are consequences if you're not ready for your homeschool day at 9 a.m. And those consequences are it pushes into lunch. Those consequences are if you had a struggle with your morning routine today, there's very clearly not an opportunity for kind of those enjoyable TV shows in the morning tomorrow if we can't start our day on time. And there are times that happens. There are times that we do have to reset. Going into the new homeschool year, I'm certain that we're going to have to kind of get everybody ramped back up and back into the habit of being ready for life at 9 a.m. But we give everybody grace till 9. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you've done all the things that you need to do to be at the table by 9, then we can have a lot more flexibility than if I am fighting with you. And I'm not willing to fight about these things. It's non-negotiable. School is school is school is school. You do it here, you do it somewhere else. This is your responsibility as both a member of our family and a child your age. Your obligation is school. So 9 a.m. is not unreasonable to get started, and especially if you do want to be done by, lunchtime, noon o'clock. So that is how we do that. That is how we have calmed the chaos of our homeschool day, is by starting on this really amazing footing. And this is how we've done that. Again, I will have a first person POV vlog coming up showing you those timestamps as we get into our homeschool year. But I just wanted to give you that rundown, a little bit of that motivation, a little bit of that inspiration to let you know that you can do this too. It just takes work. And honestly, it takes way more work on your end than it will on theirs. It is consistency. It honestly would probably serve you to take a full week and half of the next week just holding hands going through that if this is something that you chose to implement. So let their alarms go off at 7 o'clock, walk in their room at 7:05. Okay, it is time to get up. First, you should do this. Then you should do that. Then you should do this. And I will meet you at the table at 9. But then check back in at 8 o'clock. Are you eating breakfast? Are you on schedule? Does this give you enough time to be ready at 9? Consistently checking back in to make sure that they are on a schedule that's going to work for you, for your homeschool, for your family, and just kind of alleviate some of that stress and chaos that comes from mornings and getting going. Remember that we homeschool. Okay. So one of the benefits of that is that we don't have to fight through our mornings to get everybody out of the house. But if you're in a stage of life where you are fighting through your mornings to get to your homeschool table, then maybe just give my little efforts a try here and get a little bit more structure into your morning. There's a lot of people who are of the opinion that homeschool means no structure or completely abandoning schedules and flows and expectations, but I am not one of them. So get your hiney to the table, get the kids to the table on time. And yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work if it's not somewhere that you're even remotely near, but you can do it. Just be consistent. I would love to hear your follow-ups. What do you have to add to this? What's something that your kids do in the morning to get your day going? What is one way that you start your day that helps everybody get on the same page and get going at 9 a.m.? Are you doing everything for your kids? Are you hand-holding through their morning? Being self-employed, it's one of the few times, those first few hours of the day, when I can really get stuff done with like a clear and focused headspace. So for me, it is gold, getting up before the kids and being able to get some of the stuff done that I need to do before the kids get moving. So having them be independent in the morning really, really impacts my success as a small business owner. So would love to hear, what have you got going on? I hope that you found any of that helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. While you are down there, go ahead and drop us a line and let us know, how are you taking your homeschool day from chaos to calm? We all need pointers. Bye, guys.